Hello, everyone. Welcome to Empowering Local Communities to Tackle NTDs, WASH, and Climate Change. To this session, my name is Thilo Panzerbieder. I'm the chair of the German WASH network, consisting of 25 German NGOs working in the field of WASH. And we're very happy to co-host this seminar for you together with the German Network Against Neglected Tropical Diseases and all the other co-conveners you see here at the bottom of this slide listed who will have active contributions during the session. Great that you're here. We're here to discuss a very crucial issue. The effects of climate change lead to a changing geographical distribution of NTDs with dramatic consequences. And we feel this is only the beginning of such a development, and we're worried about how it may develop. So thus, we feel it's crucial for us to discuss how to meet these challenges. And we'll hear in today's session, of which I think we'll put up the agenda now for you, 3 practical examples of how community engagement approaches can address challenges. Please be aware that we're recording this session, so if you don't feel comfortable with this, I think it would be the time to leave now. Apart from that, you see here in a second, we'll have a short opening words, a video message. Then we move to these 3 examples that I just talked about. We look to a discussion with you, and then we'll have some final words from a colleague from the German Federal Ministry of Economic Cooperation and Development. We want to use, together with you, an interactive tool. Some of you may know this from other sessions. And basically in the window that you are in, there should be a button that says polls. And if you click on these polls, on this polls button, you will be able to pose questions to the speakers. You will also have the chance to give a thumbs up to questions or statements that you also feel are relevant and approve of, and these will be voted to the top. And in the time that we have for discussion later in the session, we'll be able to pick on those, contributions that you felt were most relevant. So I hope that's clear to everyone. Otherwise, feel free to use the chat if you need any technical assistance. Okay, so let's set the scene. Let us hear from a young activist engaging in the battle against NTDs in times of climate change. I'm talking of Shomi Chowdhury, an award-winning WASH advocate for youth combating NTDs. She's an advisory board member from Bangladesh, co-founder of a global youth-led nonprofit called Awareness 360. And her speeches have inspired millions across 5 continents, and we hope that it will also inspire our session. This message has been pre-recorded to avoid technical difficulties. So let's hear from Shomi Chowdhury, and please roll the video.
Hello everyone, my name is Shomi Hassan Chowdhury and I'm a water, sanitation and hygiene activist from Bangladesh. I'm the co-founder of youth-led global nonprofit Awareness 360 and a youth advisor of youth combating NTDs. At a time when we are going through a global pandemic, it is more crucial than ever to shed a spotlight on the NTD space, something that has been neglected even prior to COVID-19. Neglected tropical diseases not only cause billions to suffer through death, illness, and permanent disability, they also incur a huge economic impact due to loss of productivity of the victims. During these extraordinary times, we have once again realized the criticality of WASH, which is a prerequisite to tackling COVID-19. Access to clean water and sanitation is absolutely vital to prevent and combat NTDs as well. Without clean water and soap, it is difficult to implement simple and effective public health actions. The pandemic has actually been a dress rehearsal for a much bigger threat, climate change. Climate change is also linked to NTDs, and its potential effects on NTDs cannot be ignored. It is already impacting public health in tropical and subtropical regions of the world in a number of different ways. In fact, multiple NTDs may emerge and re-emerge as a consequence of the changing temperature. Rapid urbanization in the global south is creating new epidemiological issues and increasing the burden of NTDs, including the neglected zoonotic illnesses. It's time to give the NTDs the attention they deserve and put an end to this shared shame. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those inspiring words from Shomi Chowdhury. What a great speaker. And this now takes us to our first live speaker, the first case study that we'd like to present to you today. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Chris Schmotzer, director of the Rawalpindi Leprosy Hospital in Pakistan. As a medical doctor, she's the focal point on leprosy for the WHO in Pakistan. She has extended the leprosy control program into a program for skin neglected tropical diseases over the last 5 years, and it's my pleasure to hand over to you. I hope we can hear you properly, we see you, and I think you'll give us an insight into the situation in Pakistan and the development of NTDs due to climate change. Over to you.
Thank you very much for your kind introduction. My name is Dr. Chris Schmotzer. I'm actually a German national, but I'm working in Pakistan since 33 years. The talk is about skin NTDs in Pakistan. Next slide, please. Yes. Pakistan does not have many neglected tropical diseases. Basically, the one is leprosy, and a big number is with cutaneous leishmaniasis. Here you can see a young patient with a typical skin lesion of cutaneous leishmaniasis. Next slide, please. Yeah, before I talk about Pakistan, I would remind you about the global situation, because cutaneous leishmaniasis is truly a neglected disease. You can see that almost half of the world's countries have reported cutaneous leishmaniasis to WHO. These are the data from 2018. In 2018, 251,553 cases have been reported, compared with 185,419 cases in 2014. This is quite an increase.
Instead of just funding more vertical programs. So this is our job, which we are trying to tackle as well. And yeah, with this, I would like to congratulate everybody behind those great and very inspiring projects we've heard today. And I'm looking forward to hear more of those projects and other projects in the near future. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Eibach, for your take on the issues discussed today. And I think BMZ is currently putting emphasis on One Health, and I think many organizations are as well. So I'm looking forward to hearing greater and more examples of these cases in the future. We will have a look at the further questions in the discussion stream and see how we can potentially get answers to those who ask them after this event. Thank you everyone for participating. Thank you for the speakers, contributors, and to you as participants for taking the time and posing your questions. Thanks to the co-organizers, and I wish you a wonderful day, whether it be morning or evening. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Stay healthy.
Okay.